Buenos, buenas tardes. I'm talking to you in the afternoon, so I'll say buenas tardes. I want to share with you the kind of some preparation work for your Unit 1 test. So by now, most of you have at least gotten to 1.3. Some of you are already into 1.4. And 1.5 leads us into the exam. So you're going to want to do some review work, and tomorrow might be a good day to do that, especially if you're planning on taking the test on Thursday, so we can do some speaking assignments on el viernes. And there's some good information in the review, and it also is very similar to what you're going to get as far as what the test looks like. So you're going to want to definitely pay attention to it, go in and do it. Some things that I want you to be aware of is you need to know where to put the accent. If you know that there's an accent on the word, I'd rather have you put an accent somewhere than not have an accent at all. So let's take a look. As you finish 1.4, 1.5 will open. There's also this nice little diagnostic test. So let's go through and do a couple questions together. So when you click on diagnostic, you're going to get like the overview of what it is, and then you have to actually click into it a little bit more. Me and mine is the topic. And so I went ahead and I took the quiz. It's been a while since I've taught Spanish, and this was my study plan. So I'm going to go ahead and reset it. And apparently I'm not permitted to. So let's go back to the study plan. So I can look and I can view my answers. Buenas tardes, señor. It says choose all responses that properly fill in the blank, and I only chose ¿Cómo se llama usted? But I could have also said ¿Cuál es su nombre? And I also could have said ¿Cómo está usted? So see, I didn't read the question very carefully, and I got it wrong because I only marked one of 3 answers correct. So pay attention to things like that. Go through and read the question before you move on. Fill in the blank with the following sentence with the appropriate verb below. Yo traduzco el vocabulario del español al inglés. So let's think about what this is saying. It's saying that, hey, there's going to be some irregular yo form verbs on your test. So you might want to know what those are. Número 3. Mi abuelo no ve bien. Es un poco ciego. So for those of you that don't know what ciego is, you need to go back and know that that means blind. And I can also do some problem solving. So I know that ve comes from the verb ver, which means to see. And I know that enojado means angry. And like I said, it's been a while since I've taken Spanish. Been a while since I've taught Spanish. I don't remember what sordo means. So, and then enamorado means love. Well, that doesn't really match with C. So I'm going to problem solve and I'm going to say, well, let's go with ciego. And that was the correct answer. Número 4. Las playas de Puerto Rico son más bonitas de todos. So de is the correct word here. And unfortunately, these little prepositional phrases are a little bit tricky. Then we have some directions. And then this tan, adjective, como. We've seen that before, maybe on some written assignments. And Then this one is no es tan inteligente como Ricardo. So Ricardo es más inteligente de Gerardo. As many, we're going to make sure, now here, we're going to make sure that we look at this OS on the end of this word amigos, because that's what we want. We want to make sure our adjectives and our nouns agree. And we do have that in English, it's just not as common. So this is a review for you. It'll take you maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. There's 30 questions. And you're going to want to go through and review it. And then use the study plan so you can go back and see what you don't know. If you know it when you're taking the test, you probably aren't going to have to worry about it when you go to take the computer scored test or when you go on to take the written test. But if you don't know it, then that's where this is going to come in handy. Now, I want to show you one other thing. So when you go, so the diagnostic should be always available. You can do it whenever you want. Go back and study what you don't know. Then in the wrap-up section, there's this review button. So it's under 1.5.1, review me and mine. So you click on that, and then this little booklet over here to the side, that gives you a whole bunch of stuff to review. So it gives you kind of the overall picture. And if you scroll way down to the bottom, there is some fill-in-the-blank multiple choice. So here is your review exercises, multiple choice, and then some short answers as well. So take the time to do this because it will only help you when you go to take your test. If you go through and you correct your answers, it's okay to make mistakes. Don't think that you can't ever make a mistake, because guess what? You can. But go through and correct your mistakes, because that's really how you're going to learn. You're going to learn by correcting your mistakes. And Ms. Kramer can help you do that. So again, go do your diagnostic, print off 1.5.1, take care of reading through it, actually read through it, fill out the information, check your answers, and then when you do that, you're going to be prepared for taking your test on Thursday.